What's going on, boys and girls? It's Tom.
And it's Jamie. Welcome to the Chronicles of Podcast.
The Chronicle of 2003, 2023.
Gentlemen.
I like having this bit of hair. I look better looking that way. You look boy band. Yeah. Got the curtains.
That's everyone's go-to for boy bands though. Battery Boys is always the go-to.
No, the jumpers on A1.
Yes.
Guy, I think that this is like...
His name Ben?
Asian steps. The goodie one. So we must specify there are two.
I bet he's so glad he named himself H now for his career. He's like, woo!
Holy shit, that was quite... That was the whole thing with the Sunday. They posted a picture, well, it was the article, but they obviously just Googled it. Quite a picture of H.
Oh, I remember that, yeah.
I think you guys had to...
Dad, is there something you want to tell me? Career over! How are you guys anyway? You alright?
The other side?
Yeah, it's not ages ago.
What a first topic, Ian Watkins. Straight to the deep end. That's famous people. What was that?
John, I know you've had like no sleep, so I was just asking how you guys are. You doing good?
We're alive. Well, John, I've had some sleep. You had no sleep. It's insane. I don't know why you didn't have a nap.
I've been awake for like 36 or 37 hours now.
I was going to say, John, you've got to give, for context, a rundown of the past 24 hours.
So, I DJed the Silent Disco on Thursday night, and we did a full day of press with Jon Mahon Show on Friday. I say a full day of press, it was like 2 hours. So it wasn't too strenuous. Then I left at about 7 p.m. to get a train at 8 p.m. on Friday, got to London at 10 p.m, DJ'd face down to main room 1 till 2, then went upstairs, did the after party 4 till 6, then got on a train back to Cheltenham at 7:30, and then got back on site at 10:30 this morning. And then probably did have our most full day of press today actually.
Yeah,
we had most of our interviews today.
Straight in, holding absence.
Yeah.
Well, I feel like the good thing about this festival is a bit more chill vibe. You know, it's like I think some of the bigger festivals, bands get got this time slot, whereas it's a bit more fluid here.
Yeah. That was a great analogy as it starts raining. Is your camera okay?
That's what I was just trying to think. I'm just looking at it going, is it going to...
How waterproof is the Canon
M100.
EM100?
Should we move it under here?
Yeah.
Let's just get that in there for now.
Seeing you've all moved.
Some places every now and then.
Absolutely brilliant. How was your 2003 been, guys?
Sick,
Great.
fucking sick. Like we love this festival, man. Like much like you guys, we did like a little preview of 2000 Trees, and like we spoke to James, and we just basically said how like people feel nicer at Trees. Like everything about it feels nicer. Even the rain feels nicer. Trees. That makes sense.
Well, you see, so the first time I came here, and I'm pretty sure the first time you came here, so I used to work at Scuzz, and we filmed here for the first time in 2016, and you and Dan Carr presented, and I feel like when we came here, it was like, it's my favourite festival. I found it. Because I like, obviously like the big ones like Download and Slam Dunk and all that, but just something about this place, it just feels a bit nicer. Everyone's just so lovely and welcoming and less stress, I think.
And when you got open carry rules with your alcohol where you can just take it anywhere around your festival.
He's great, let's be honest.
Speaking of which, I bought this out last night.
Oh my god!
A fun little treat as the rain comes in. Apple sours.
Apple sours in a way. Oh, beautiful.
I'm definitely down. Let's get involved. It's the last interview of the festival.
Okay.
Let's just get in.
Everyone loves an apple sours.
You can't beat an apple sours.
No one says no to an apple
Oh, absolutely wonderful.
Oh, why not? Why
It's
not?
the first drink of the day.
This is how the band on the Titanic felt. Like, this is like two interviewers interviewing two interviewers outside in the pissing rain whilst literally everyone else with the same mind is taking shelter. Look at us. Content.
Content is more important than weather.
The sacrifices we made for the news. Have you managed to catch anybody this festival at all?
Yeah. Yesterday, obviously the Bullet, amazing headline set. One of my favourite sets of yesterday was Kublai Khan TX.
Oh yeah.
Like, there's such a heavy back. I think that was like, I was feeling a bit rough yesterday and I saw them and it like poked me right up.
Someone said that he's got like the maddest ad-libs before like breakdowns and shit.
It's basically Texan, my friend was like, it's like furry metal because he does so many dog barks. every song.
Oh, fucking hell. So, tell us, what have you guys been up to? I know you've done some interviews for the Jon Mahon Show. What sort of people, who have you spoken to while you've been here?
So, we had a big focus at Trees. Like, we wanted to like shine a light on like the people who like we genuinely believe are some of the most talented musicians up and coming in the scene. And like, there's a band from Birmingham called Harriet who I've been watching Deb's career over the last couple of years. I've just known her for years since we've been from Birmingham. And like, from watching Debs do like these shred covers on Twitter to gaining more confidence, then slowly getting more retweets, bands watching them, like Randy Blythe replying to them saying like, this is fucking sick.
Well, because they got asked to support Lamb of God because the guitarist is a big fan and I think he got them on the show.
Yeah, and like watching a story like that unfold with someone who's one of the most kindest individuals that I've come across, especially on like an up and coming band level, like so humble, so sweet, but so viciously talented with what she does. Like, you stand and you listen to some of the gutturals that Debs is busting out, you're like, how did someone who looks so innocent make such demonic noises? Like, you're channeling the gates of hell with your vocal cords whilst you look like we could also be taking you to church this week.
That's a fucking great way to do it.
Yeah, it's like when you speak to her, like when she's off stage, she's like this is a sweetheart, and then she gets on stage, she's like this big presence, this metal presence on stage.
But like, got Harriet, had Lucas from Holding Absence. Jamie Lemon was fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
You just spoke to him, didn't you?
So Jamie is amazing.
I always say it's like if he didn't do music, he could be a stand-up comedian.
100%.
He comes out with so many quotes.
The man is quite literally like a conveyor belt of liners. Like just for promo. Like, you can clip any sentence of his. It's like, cool. Thank you,
Jon.
But what about you boys? Who have you seen this weekend? Who have you spoken to?
Mate, I think
turning the tables.
I think you guys are our 30th interview we've done this weekend.
Lucky number 30.
We have not fucking stopped, and it's been amazing.
It has been unbelievable. Like, we talked to Harriet, that was absolutely great. As everything unfolds, we sang Electric Callboy with them in our interview, absolutely fantastic. We've just had Jamie Lemon, and we like pissed ourselves laughing. We had Rob Rouse, who's headlined the comedy stage tonight.
Let's go.
That was absolutely incredible. We've had fucking New Pagans, we've had 100 Reasons, we've had the list goes on and on. It's been insane, man.
I think that's a good thing about Trees. Like, obviously they get international bands, but I think they do put a big focus on like UK bands, especially up and coming bands, which is always good to see. Especially like because it's like basically gearing up small bands to play bigger festivals.
Yeah.
Because it's a big festival, but in a smaller environment, so
absolutely
they can get experience playing big stages whilst we strap on them.
My ass is so bad.
John's got some level. There's no white brown.
Content, Jon, content! It's worth it!
This is run off, surely.
It's just my ass. It's just my ass.
Listen, mate.
But no, we love talking to people at festivals because we think festivals are so important because it's such like a family feel. Like the amount of people we've sat down and spoke to today, and we're like, we've been talking to you for like 2 minutes. I'm having such a laugh. You see people just walk up to you like, hey, who are you? I don't know, let's grab a beer. And, you know, it's such a great feeling. But obviously, Jon, you're DJing at the silent discos of a night time. Do you get that feeling when you're up there on stage looking out at those crowds, you're like, this is one big fucking family out here?
Yeah, man. Like, especially on something like a silent disco where it is quite literally a bunch of strangers singing songs they don't know where the fuck they're coming from.
The good thing is that you can see what channel they're on from the headphones. So you're on Blue Channel the other night and you can be like, that Blue Gang! And then everyone's like, yeah! And you can see people around the festival just like,
and my favourite shit is when you play a song and you watch people change other people's headphones for them. They're like, jump on this channel, bitch! And it's like, it's wholesome as fuck because it's like, it's a different way to ingest music. It's like, at first when I did silent discos I was skeptical about it because I was trying to like mix and I was trying to do what I usually do at a DJ set, and then I realised that like people don't want that. They don't want to sit there waiting for 15 seconds whilst you key match 2 songs perfectly. It's like just play a
people
fucking
just want to sing along, don't they?
Play a banger and get on with it, son. So like,
what went off the most, do you reckon, the other night?
My favourite switch was I got Dancing Queen by ABBA going into Counting Worms by Not Loose.
That's impressive.
I was particularly proud of that switch.
I can imagine.
So the 2 sides of my personality coming out full force.
Another reason we like to talk about these festivals, because us as a podcast, we're affiliated with the Sophie Lancaster Foundation.
Yeah.
And, you know, so many people at these festivals are just here just being themselves. You know, they can relax, they can unwind, they can let their hair down, they can paint their nails, they can wear a skirt, whatever the fuck they want to do. And you know, and it's free from that judgment. They're not looking over their shoulder, they're not having people hurl abuse at them and whatnot. Do you see that as well, just going around these festivals, just seeing people like, home?
I think it's like, I feel like it's quite, in the industry there's some people that are still like it's old way of thinking, but I think festivals like this are so inclusive and they open the doors to so many different types of people, and it's just nice to see that mix of like you see everyone here from all walks of life. Like, it's just great to see.
Yeah, man. And like, we did a reaction to the new Bring Me Uzi collaboration on Lil Uzi Vert's new album, and at the end of that I played Ollie a clip of a song on Uzi's album called Suicide Doors, and like at the start of that song there's a clip from an interview. I don't know where the interview's come from. It sounds like, you know, like Charlemagne geezer who says all that controversial stuff, like, you know, I think it's got like Breakfast Club or something. It sounds like him, but basically like he's like, this guy's walking around calling himself Little Uzi Vert, there's nothing gangster about him, like he wears like fingernail polish and like walks around wearing a dress, like he ain't no Uzi, like he's a sissy-fied motherfucker and all this kind of stuff. And it's like that's how people outside of this world still view this world. It's like you see a man walking around with nail polish on, and you see a man walking around with a dress on, and you automatically made that assumption.
And we were talking about, we interviewed Fearless Vampire Killers at Download, and they were saying like, one of the reasons they came back was like they feel like the culture's changed a bit from when they split up, because I think they got a lot of like hate for like wearing makeup and stuff.
Yeah,
like
they literally had people calling them a makeup man, and
why is that
treating them homophobically because they had eyeliner.
Why is that a bad thing? Like, I can't wear makeup and play music.
Oh, so that's Gene Simmons' normal face, is it?
Yeah.
To be fair, at this point it could be.
I feel like it's like, especially like the younger generations, is like we've grown up being like, oh, it is okay to be yourself, do whatever the fuck you want, be whoever you want to be, and it's fine. Like, I think people in the past have been like suppressed, like you must act this way or do that, like be a certain way. But I think it's just breaking down those barriers.
Yeah, man, like on my show on Kerrang, I remember, like, I think it's just before the pandemic, I got an email or a message from a listener. She said that her kid was growing his hair long, and it started to get to a stage where like his classmates were calling him a girl for having long hair, and she was like, you got any tips for the young man? And I was like, keep it, because in 10 years time all those dudes who are doing that, their girlfriends will be turning around to you and saying, oh my god, I love your hair's so beautiful, your hair's so nice. And it's like, cool, yeah, like when people are raised in a certain way, or like a narrow tonal vision of perspective on life, sometimes they do need to be educated, but it doesn't stop something being beautiful or a part of someone's personality or part of their identity they should be allowed to express. And I feel like
Also, let's fucking grow up. How is it affecting your life? What someone else dresses like? It's like, it doesn't affect you.
Yeah, exactly. It's just like, I feel like it's more people's projections of their own insecurities than anything else. It's like the people who slag it off, the people who wish they could do it.
100%.
Exactly that.
Nailed it. Ollie, let's talk about Forever Loud. Can you explain what it is?
Well, so I'll give a little backstory. So
He's gonna wring his ass out.
John's gonna drain himself. Yeah, I used to work at Scuzz TV, so I ran the channel for a bit, for like from 2016 to 2018, and unfortunately in 2018, Sony, our bosses, decided to shut us and about 8 other channels down. So it's kind of like, it was basically like my dream job, because I watched Scuzz growing up, and it was like my pride and joy when I took over the channel. And then after that finished, I just went freelance video editing. Did that for a couple of years, so I still do it now, but then I just wanted to get back into like the rock scene, so I was like, I might start my own company and basically try and do what I was doing at Scuzz, but off my own back. So yeah, that's when Forever Loud was born. Built the website myself, did all the branding, and then it's just, I'm lucky because I still had like, a lot of contacts in the industry. A lot of people have helped me out, so it wasn't like starting from scratch. I could get like interviews with bands. I think the first festival I did was Slamburg last year, and I've done about 50 odd videos so far. Like me and Jon have just started the show, so it's slowly growing. It's a slow burner, but it's nice to have something that you can control. Especially like a brand that you can launch different projects from, and it's all within the rock alternative world, so it's what I do really. So
that's incredible, absolutely amazing.
Obviously, before all technology explodes, give it a final plug. Tell us the Jon Mahon Show. What's it about? Where can people find it?
It's probably got the man himself.
The guy whose name's on the front,
Oh my god, this is insane.
Coming in closer.
Jon Mahon Show, streams live Mondays and Thursdays on YouTube. We put clips everywhere as well. Like we try to do giveaways, we chat shit. It's really fucking stupid. Like let's end this before this camera.
Thank you guys.
Yes. The Chronicles our podcast. My voice is going. Somebody send help.